Okay, we are back, and I was actually noticing, real quick, it says here, Part 1, Chapter 2, the 1. So, I'm wondering if they're going to separate this into parts. We'll see after Chapter 2 how short the parts technically would be. So then if, like, we're going through a certain bit of his story as Part 1, and then another character's as Part 2, and there'd be, like, a few chapters there that we go through to get like everybody's baseline down, and then probably like where we have the crossover coming in later parts or something like that. Just a thought. Just a thought. Oh god, I'm doing way too much side shit already. Alright, so Mr. Akiyama, I got all dressed up just like you said. You're serious, right? I just want to make sure. Yeah, I'm serious. Oh my god, what a dork! Ouch. That guy is trying way too hard. See? If two random girls on the street think your look is so atrocious, how can you ever hope to charm a hostess? Hell, even 100 million yen won't help you like this. Is it really that bad of a suit? I mean, I'm not saying it's perfect, but I mean, how shitty would you have to be to literally be walking down the street in public to see a suit that's slightly off from what you think it should be and be just like, ah, that's atrocious. Because that just looks like a suit. Like, I'm not a fan of the color, and I'm not an expert on cuts of suit. It could look better. It's a little, maybe a little big. Not my favorite cut. Could be a little more slimming, but I mean, again, it's a suit. How bad is that? I'm sorry. I don't even know. Consider it a reward for being such a loyal customer. Alright, he's gonna help him with a suit. Excuse me. I'd like to purchase a complete ensemble, clothes and accessories both. What were you looking for today? Chic, a wild American casual, or a psychedelic 60s? Hell no to the psychedelic 60s. Let's go chic. Can't go wrong with chic. We do have some new Italian suits in stock. Take one of those then. Now what accessories can I show you? A no-nonsense vest, a styling hat, an afro wig. Well, let's go with the vest. Okay. Let's see how this looks. What's the damage? 98,000. Damn. That's a lot of money. Whoa. Whoa. You are looking sharp. Like a brand new man. Time for a little practice. But this isn't your club. It's Miki who I'm after. You idiot. Miki's one tough cookie, but I guess I don't need to tell that to the guy who spent 5 million yen on her. She's not the kind of girl you can get simply by dressing the way she likes. You'll need to learn the right things to say to her. Now it's time for a crash course in talking to girls. Here at this club. You're not gonna bail on me, are you? It wouldn't be much of a crash course if I stuck around. I'll just give you some advice. Sell yourself. Pay attention to what she is saying, or be assertive. Well, all very good things. All very important. So I don't think so much assertive as let's say sell yourself. Important to start by letting her know what you're like. You're already dressed to kill, so now it's time to try selling your strong points. How'd it go? I picked a girl and tried to sell myself to her, but it didn't work. What did you say to her? I thought she'd understand me more if I told her about my favorite anime and action figure collection, but she said I creeped her out. Okay. Give it another shot. Pay attention to what she's saying. fickleness, thy name is woman. They're always changing their minds. You have to figure out how they feel and respond properly. What I'm trying to say is it's more important to listen to them than it is for you to talk. By listening, you can sense her mood, make it easier for you to respond, but that's normally a hostess's job to do just that. In any event, you'll get far with a hostess by getting on her good side, but whatever. You need to practice. Good luck. How'd it go? I tried listening just like you said, and it worked. I guess girls like it when guys do that. It went really well. I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Yeah.
Why don't you go see Miki? Have a date with the hostess from this club. What about Miki? I'm so over Miki. Would you mind telling her that for me? You mean all this training was a waste of my time? Not at all. Thanks to you, I'm a new man. I really appreciate your help. I'd like to give you this as a thank you. I won't be needing it anymore. Shiny shine, love shine. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, that's different. What the shit? I want to buy some stomach medicine, but I can't move another step. Ugh. There you go. Feeling better? Not such a good idea to hit 20 yakiniku restaurants in a single day.
Yeah.
I must really love yakiniku. It's my job. Should have introduced myself earlier. I'm Ajikawa of the Michelle Guide Corporation. Huh. Michelle Guide. Isn't that the company that publishes restaurant guidebooks in Europe? I'd like to include the best of Kamurocho and a Japanese edition of our legendary guidebook. This place just has too many restaurants to try and find the hidden gems. They say an empty stomach is the best condiment, but empty or full hardly matters to us pros when it comes to reviewing a given dish. So simply knowing a lot about food isn't enough, eh? I'm impressed. Yeah. Tell me about some of the better restaurants. What dish there has the most mouth-watering texture? What their most unique offal dish is? What does that mean? Come to Earth Angel and Champion District when you're done gathering restaurant info. Oh my god. My favorite yakiniku joint, eh? Definitely that one Hana likes so much. There's just so much junk everywhere. Like you're in charge of cleaning up. Last time I tried tidying up your desk, you kept pestering me for this document, that magazine. All I did was complain. I don't know what you'll end up needing, and if I move things around at all, I'll hear about it, so I've sworn off cleaning up your desk. What a raw deal. Ah, there's that lady. Okay. You should have seen it before we tidied up. How much do you owe at the moment? Did you check the exact amount? I owe 5 credit card companies and 4 loan sharks, 10.3 million yen in all. Although that's not including interest. I see. You seem to have a good idea where you stand, but it must be hard paying it off when it's spread all over like that. Why exactly did you borrow that much? I wanted to invest in myself. Wear good clothes, good watches, carry good bags, date good men. I can't have anybody taking me lightly. I may have borrowed some money, but only because I'll be earning millions one day. Aha. That's some sound reasoning, but you might have rushed things a little. Maybe so. Simply improving my appearance hasn't helped much. It's just not that easy. As long as you understand that point, you should be fine. You can always start over. First, I recommend consolidating all your loans and coming up with a repayment plan. What do you think? I think that's a good idea. Do you loan consolidation here? Do you do loan consolidation? Yes, of course, with no interest and no collateral. That's nothing for you to worry about. Would you prefer to pay interest? Oh, I get it. You have some kind of conditions, don't you? Like, I have to sleep with you. That doesn't sound too bad, but no, you're a little off base. I'll need you to take a test. A test? Yep, a test. Pass the test, and I'll consolidate your debts, no interest, no collateral. So what kind of test are we talking about? I have 1 million yen here. I'll give it to you, and then I want you to think of the best way to spend it. I just have to spend 1 million yen? Pretty much. So will you take the test? Then it's a deal. Use every last yen of this 1 million now. She's gonna spend it on clothes or some shit instead of like he's gonna want her to invest it. Are you sure about this? You just gave her 1 million yen. I gave it to her, yes, but then again, I didn't just give it to her. And yet you were reluctant to give me a bonus. Oh, well. Look, this is a test to see how Shoko spends money. It's hard to spend borrowed money, but when it's a gift, the sky's the limit. One's spending habits point to one's character. Think so? If somebody gave you money, Hana, you'd make a beeline for a dessert buffet. That tells us you're a foodie, right? Well, yes, I suppose. I do appreciate Shoko wanting to move up in the world. That's why I want to know if she can see what lies beyond. If she has 1 million yen, I suppose she should pay down her debt. That's one way to use it. It's much better than spending it on a bunch of junk. Say, Anna, where do you think she'll go? For designer goods, the marsh. For food, sushi gin. And for fun, the host club Adam. Those would be my guesses. Could you give those places a call and tell them to try to get her to spend money? Okay, but you know what, Mr. A? You really are a bad man. It is a test, after all. I have to make it challenging, don't I? Thanks, Anna. I'll go see how she's doing. LaMarche and Sushi Jen and the host club, Adam. Adam is at the center of the hotel district. Holy shit. Now what? Mr. Shiobara. Ah, Mr. Akiyama. What are you doing on this side of town? Actually, I was just coming to see you. Then let's head up to my office. Oh, shit. I just came down from my office. Oh, Lord. The backwardsness. It's gonna kill me. Now, what can I do for you? Mr. Akiyama, please make me your apprentice. Say what? Weren't you starting some kind of online company? That's what I figured at first, but when I really sat down to think about it, I couldn't come up with anything I wanted to do. So I've become my apprentice. I bet if I studied under you, I could discover my true calling. Don't be ridiculous. Figure that out for yourself. Please. I have no intention of taking on an apprentice. I'm not asking to be paid, of course. I just want to stay here until I work out what I want to do. Absolutely not. I don't want to waste the 5 million yen you lent me. What's holding you back, Mr. A? He doesn't want a salary. I don't know. Well, I'm all for it. Fine. We'll start by having you pick up some lunch. He just wanted to be the office gopher. Was it that obvious? Jeez. Couldn't eat another bite. Why did you start Sky Finance anyway? Well, frankly, you're not making any money here. I just wondered what gave you the idea. What gave me the idea, eh? You want to know? I used to be homeless. You did? Yeah. I'd worked at a bank, but what with one thing and another, I quit, then ran out of money. What was this? About 5 years ago, maybe? After I left the bank, I lived on the streets for a while. Then one day, money came literally fluttering down from the sky. Really? Money? You didn't hear about that? There was an explosion at Millennium Tower that blasted all this cash out into the street. Oh yeah, I saw that on the news. I ran around like a crazy man, eventually gathering up about 1 million yen of it. Did you start your business with that? With that chump change? You can't even rent an office for that little. Then what did you do? I'd been in the banking business, so I knew a little bit about finance. I thought, What's the best way to make more? And I went into day trading. What's that? It's basically trading stocks within the course of a single day. You complete a bunch of trades on a day-by-day basis, and if all goes well, you can earn a substantial profit on your sales. It's not unlike gambling, I suppose, but with a little expertise, you can make more than you would on the horses. Did you? Did you make that million, Crow? Well, it was do or die. I scraped up information wherever I could, and bought and sold day and night. Not everything was strictly legal, and one bad trade and I would have been done for, but I guess somebody up there was looking out for me. I'd made a sizable sum before I knew it. Then I tried futures trading and the like. Maybe I had a natural talent for it. In any event, the money just kept on multiplying. I'd made my businessman's salary thousands of times over in only a few short years. Then I found myself wondering what I should do with it all, which made me lukewarm on the idea of making more. Did you lose interest in money itself? No, I just went from thinking only about how to make money to thinking about ways to use the money I'd already made. And you became an interest-free moneylender to help people with their money problems? I don't really want to help out just anybody who happened to be strapped for cash. I wanted to see people who'd lost their money and hit rock bottom work hard to pull themselves back up like I had. That's when Sky Finance came to be. That's enough war stories for today. Yeah, we kind of, once we figured out what was going on in that little flashback, we had that, we kind of found out about, we were able to imply he had something going on with the money that came down from the explosion in 2005 where Nishiki just, well, Nishiki set it off after he killed, what's his name? What was it? Jingu? Is that right? Anyway, Millennium Tower explosion 2005. Kiryu, sad times. His whole family died. Oh, what was it you needed? Oh, my husband's obsessed with gambling and he's gotten us into a ton of debt. Then he drinks and gets so violent, so I got us out of there. I couldn't take it anymore. He borrowed all kinds of money under my name, too, and now the loan offices won't give me the time of day. I heard a rumor you might be able to help, so here we are. How much? We're left with nothing but the clothes on our backs. Could I borrow about $500,000 for living expenses? Alright, but you'll have to pass the test before I can give you the money. Yes, I heard about that too. What would you like me to do? You have 3 hours to find work somewhere here in Kamurocho. Do that and the $500,000 is yours, interest-free. In only 3 hours? If you look hard enough, you'll find something. They say we're in a recession, but there's still plenty of work available if you're not too picky. What do you think? Will you give it a try? I'll see what I can find. Why did you have to give her a test after all she's been through? If she's serious about this, she'll pass it just fine. Uh-oh. And you are? My wife came here for a loan. Oh, so you're her husband, eh? So she did come here. Uh-huh. Where is she? Drag her ass out. I'm sorry, but your wife is now my customer and I can't divulge information about my customers. If you have any complaints, we can take this outside. Alright. Kick his ass too. So let's hear what you have to say. I got nothing to say, just get Noriko out here. Alright. They literally come from nowhere. I'd run too if I were married to him. Any luck? Nothing. Then I can't lend you the money. I'll have to ask you to leave. I stopped by every single place looking for part-timers. They all said I was too old. I tried lots of other stores and restaurants, but they told me they had enough help. And 3 hours to find work in Kamurocho? It's just not possible. Did you check at any red light district businesses? You know, massage parlors, places like that. Somebody as good looking as you should be able to find a willing employer. I could never work in this sex industry. That's your decision, but you won't get the loan until you pass the test. I really do have to ask you to leave. Hasn't she been through enough? Like I said, I don't give people money just because I feel sorry for them. If she truly wanted a new life for herself, she'd have gone straight into a massage parlor and asked for a job. I won't lend to anybody who's less than serious. You made a serious decision to change your life, right? And I lent you your money. I helped you because you were serious. You said you didn't want to waste my 5 million yen. Are you looking for something to do with it? Seriously? Because you're never going to find anything just hanging around me. You lent me money, so I felt dependent on you. I'll give some more serious thought to what exactly it is I want to do. Oh boy. You sure about this, Mr. A? Could have let Mr. Shiobaro work here, you know. He's a big boy. Oh, shit. See what the chef has to say. I think you got a call from Hana, right? So how did Shoko do? I have some great tuna today, so I recommended the Otoro, but wouldn't you know it, all she ate was a daily special before going on her way. How much is a special? 980 yen? That's cheap. Can I have one? All sold out, but you know, she was a little off today. She usually only eats uni, awabi, you know, the pricey stuff. What's going on? I guess she hasn't even touched that million yen. Wait, what? When Hana told me to make her spend money, hey, is this another one of your tests? Alright. Alright. She went inside. I'll spy on her as discreetly as I can. The platinum ring you inquired about the other day is finally in. I could afford it now. It's a very popular piece. I've already had a number of customers asking after it, but I had it put aside especially for you. I believe it's your size. Would you care to purchase it today? No, that's alright. I'll be back when I can buy it all by myself. But I can't guarantee it will be here on your next visit. That's fine, thank you. Okay. Uh-oh, she's on her way out. Run! Doesn't look like she bought anything. What are you doing? I used to sell things for my van, but the city's become really dangerous these days, so you know I decided to move. Try and find me, I'll be waiting for you? What? What? Alright, there's the lady. I heard she got from that Akiyama guy at Sky Finance. What a pain in the ass. Would she get the hell out of Kamurocho already? Huh. She's right in the middle of one of my tests. She doesn't need any distractions right now. I'm not ordering you, I'm asking you. We lend her tons of money. If we don't get it from her while the getting's good, she'll slip away from us again. As if you didn't already make a profit with your ridiculously high interest rates. She probably paid off the principal ages ago. Yeah, and so what? She signed the contract. You got a problem with it? Oh, I'm sure she signed the contract. The purposefully confusing contract you most likely forced her to sign. Shut up and mind your own business. We're gonna end up fighting. Nothing to really grab. Oh yeah. There it is. Oh, he's a lefty. I'm stronger than I look. Sorry. Have you been telling me? Why do you saunter like that? I was in the neighborhood collecting on another debt. What have you been up to? Doesn't really matter, does it? It has nothing to do with you, after all. It's fine by me. By the way, did you spend that million yen? I've decided how I'll use it. Is that so? Then I'll be back at Sky Finance waiting for your answer to my test. Oh my god. Walk like a normal person. Jesus. There we go. Beat the shit out of him. Keep it coming. Come here. The crowd goes wild. Money. Okay. I have it. The sushi restaurant, the host club. You have far too much time on your hands, Mr. Akiyama. Oh, so you saw me. Yes, well, you're a terrible shadow. Thank goodness you're in finance. You'd make an awful detective. I just shouldn't have been so nosy. I apologize. So, what will you do with the money? This million yen will go toward paying off my debts, after you've consolidated them. All this time I've been investing in my future self, borrowing a lot of money along the way. But I've come to understand that other people's money can't buy my future. My future can only be bought with money I've earned myself, and that's why I'll use this million yen you gave me to pay my own debts. I have to admit I'm surprised. Quite frankly, it's a better use than I expected. I figured you'd put that million towards paying down some of your current loan shark debts. I did think of that, but then I believed you when you said you'd consolidate them for me. If you refused to go through with that part, I would have given every last yen back. My pride won't allow me to accept money for no good reason. I happen to have a great deal of self-respect. You've passed it with flying colors. It's a great feeling. You did better than I expected. I told myself that if you, of your own free will, chose to pay down your debts, you'd pass, but you showed me an even better solution. Sky Finance will handle your debts. Huh. I had you pegged as just another unpleasant man. You did, well, I liked you right away. Alright.
Hi.
Okay. Protective amulet. Cool. Me instead of Shoko, you mean? Oh, it's not. Alright. 3,000 experience points. Alright. Can we talk to her? Doesn't seem we can. So I'm thinking we have to just go to maybe Conroy. So put that away. What's this? Protective amulet. This amulet has minor protective qualities now. We can put that away. Alright, that'll work. Save. Holy crap. Wow. Alright. That's gonna be it for today's episode. Yeah, next time we might try to check out that Conroy thing first. We'll probably run into more shit along the way, and holy crap though. Wow. They don't waste any time getting you distracted, do they? So, and I still have no idea the extent. Well, I mean, obviously having played a few of these games now, that I know the extent to it that it can go. It's just that these older ones are a little bit harder for me to work because the functionality is only slightly different, but it's not as smooth going getting around and finding all the different things. But you know, they exist out there, and it's it's a little bit daunting sometimes still. And I think that's just because it is a little bit harder to find them in these older games. You kind of have to happen upon things. You have to go in buildings and really kind of do it all. So it's easier to miss things, a little more daunting to think of trying to go around and find all of it. But a lot of it's falling in our lap so far. So we'll do what we can with what we got, and then I'll see you guys. But I'll see you guys in the next episode, and we should hopefully be getting onto some story by then. Bye.